Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about birds and their feathers. Now, most birds have feathers that are waterproof. What it means is that um, their feathers repel or push away water. Um, it means that the water cannot go through their feathers very easily into toward their bodies and touch their skin. And what it does is it helps the birds stay warm, their bodies stay warm. Now, how does that work? How is it that birds like ducks and pelicans stay mostly dry in the water? Although they're not the only ones, most birds, as I said, have feathers that are waterproof or water resistant, I should say. So I'm going to show you how their feathers work. And what is so special about birds is that they have a special gland that's close to their tail that produces oil. And as the birds preen themselves, as they clean their feathers and move their beaks around, they spread the oil all over their feathers. And that is the thing that helps keep their feathers clean and healthy. And that is the thing that helps their feathers repel water. So what I have here is a little experiment. I have two pieces of paper. I have a little bowl with some vegetable oil or baby oil. I have a bowl with just plain water. I have a brush. I have an eyedropper. And I have this beautiful feather that's actually very pretty. It's two colors on each side. So I'm going to start by using my brush to brush water onto the first piece of paper. And here I'm going to So I brush water onto this piece of paper, and I can see, I can feel the paper, and I can see that it's really, really wet, and the water has penetrated through the sheet of paper. Penetrated means has gone through the sheet of paper. So I'm going to put it aside. Now I'm going to use the brush to brush some oil onto the second sheet of paper. Now, this sheet of paper is now saturated with oil. Saturated means the oil has gone through the piece of paper. It's kind of soaked in oil. That's what saturated means. Now I'm going to see if I can move this a little bit closer to you so that you can see better. I'm going to use the eyedropper and the water from this bowl. It's right here. And I'm going to see if water from the eyedropper right here can get through the oil that's on the piece of paper? Or does it just, let's see what happens. Oh, wow. I'm going to move it a little bit even closer to you so that you can see again. So I'm putting droplets of water onto the paper that has oil, and let's look very carefully. What's happening? So what I see happening is that the drops of water don't go through the paper. They just run off. They just run off the paper. Now I have my feather here, and let's see if the same thing happens when I do this to my feather. Now it's possible that, because this feather is pretty old, it's possible that it might not do it, but let's see. Did you see that? I'm going to do it one more time. Now that tells me that there's still oil on this feather. And if I run my finger along this feather, it's completely dry, or almost completely dry. There's almost no water left on this feather. So this is just to show you how bird feathers work when it comes to water. I hope you enjoyed this experiment, and you can do it at home with your families. Have fun.